Hi guys, for today's video, it's super exciting. I have my husband Ben here.
Hello.
And we are introducing you to our new puppy.
Say hi, Finley.
So this is Finley. Finley, you say hi?
Say hi to the camera.
Hi,
Say hi to the camera.
Oh, this is Finley. So if you guys follow my Instagram, I have posted so many stories and pictures with him, so you've definitely seen him if you follow me. But if you don't, this is the first time I've had him on my channel, so I wanted to do like an actual video introducing you guys to him because he's such a big part of our family now. We thought we'd just kind of like show him, introduce him, and tell you guys a little bit about him. So he is a little golden retriever, and he's 9 weeks now.
He's about 8.5 weeks right now. He'll be 9 weeks on Tuesday. So just under that. And he should be about 11 to 12, or yeah.
11 pounds maybe?
11 to 12 pounds.
Yeah, so he's still a little guy.
He's a little loaf ball.
Yeah, and his personality is like the sweetest, like most cuddly, loves people. He's such a sweet puppy. Like definitely very mellow.
Yeah, he's the kind of where you pick him up and he just kind of melts into your arms. He loves snuggling and he loves just being by people. So for example, like whenever we're doing dishes or cooking or whatever, he just lays at our feet. And if we're on the couch, and we let him on the couch, and if he's on there and we're on the other side, he'll like just move over and just put his head on your lap or something like that and fall asleep, or just different things like that. He's really affectionate.
He's so cuddly, and the first couple days we got him, he was so mellow, and we were like, are you not gonna have any energy?
Yeah.
And now he's like a crazy hooligan.
Yeah.
And he'll like go like, I don't know, 20 minutes of like hardcore like play and energy, and then he'll take a nap for an hour. And it's just like that all day long.
I mean, there's just so many new things that are out there that, like for example, biting, we're trying to work on that, and just being being gentle and different stuff. And so I mean, it's a process. I mean, you have to be patient with a puppy. It's not, if you're an impatient person, he's your worst nightmare. But he is very sweet, and he's kind of finicky. I mean, with his food. Yeah. He like won't eat it unless we like put it on the floor. Like he doesn't like it in a bowl, so we have to put it on the floor. And I mean, he's kind of a little diva when it comes to his treats too. Like we tried, the breeder told us that just like plain Cheerios are a great low-calorie treat for him, kind of like a training treat, and they're really inexpensive. And so we gave him a Cheerio, and he like spit it out and gagged. Yeah, I tried to give him a Cheerio. He gagged, spits it on the floor. Then I gave him a regular treat, and he was all about it. So he's kind of finicky with that stuff, but I think it's so funny. So we went through Harvest Time Kennel, and where is that? With Canal? They're over in kind of south of Green Bay. Yeah,
so it was a 4-hour ride to go get him. They also have a kennel in Montana, but what they do is you fill out a puppy preference form. So like the level of energy you want in your dog, physical features you really like. So like we like kind of a bulky, thick, big head, thick like golden retriever, opposed to the really skinny faces and like lanky kind of look. So that's what we said on our preferences, and then we said kind of just like a family pet, you know, like a moderate, I don't know, regular energy. So what they do is you pick if you want a male or female, and then at like 7 weeks they do different testing, and then they assign you a puppy based on your preferences. So when she sent us the little picture of him and description of him, she said he's very kind of moderate to low energy, snuggly, loves people. She said he would be a really good therapy dog. Are you ready to play? She said he would be a really good therapy dog because he's just so sweet. And then she was like, you'll love his big head, because he has the big broad head compared to his brothers and sisters. And he's just perfect. We went and we saw, only one puppy from his litter had been picked up when we went to get him, and they were all beautiful, but he was definitely the most beautiful puppy there. Like, he's the one I would have picked if it was based on just like looking at them. Right, Bubba? You're so sweet and perfect. We love him so much. He's so perfect. He tests my patience. I do get discouraged because it is hard to train a puppy where like they just don't know what you mean. So like if you say no bite or drop it or whatever, they just don't know what that means yet. So it's hard. It's definitely exhausting, but it's so worth it.
Yeah, Rachel was kind of had it like with him one day and called me, and I had to come home from work and pick him up and bring him back to work with me so he could hang out at our office.
And I don't think I've actually mentioned it on my channel. I no longer work full-time. I'm at home working, so I'm with him all day, every day, which is such a blessing. I'm so happy that I get to do that, but it's also really hard because it's, you know, you're caring for a puppy 40 hours a week, so it is just hard. So I got to a point where I was like, can I just have like a couple hours to like work on my stuff and clean the house and take this little boy? He can play. Little boy. Ah, boy. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy, but it's just so worth it. Like, he is the sweetest angel, and we're so thankful because we were on that waiting list since August, and we were praying about like the right puppy and the right litter, and he was definitely like everything and more that we wanted. And he wasn't even
we weren't even considering this litter. We were actually looking at one that was, I think we could pick him up in May.
Yeah. It was
and we kind of just went and looked on it, and the parents, we just were like, wow.
I'll insert a picture in here of the parents. They're beautiful.
Yeah, and he looks exactly like the dad.
Yeah.
Which is kind of what we were hoping for. So yeah, I mean, it couldn't have worked out any better. And I mean, we've only had him
a week,
just over a week, but.
And he was amazing. So we had a 4-hour car ride to go pick him up. He slept the whole ride, except he like played a little, but he didn't have any accidents. He was just like a dream dog.
And we only stopped on the way home probably 3 times, and yeah, and he went every time, and he just kind of cuddled in the whole ride. It was really kind of, we got lucky. Because we had a lot of people saying like expect 1 or 2 accidents just because they're really nervous, they get car sick a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't know what's going on, and yeah, he did great.
He did so amazing. So it's a lot of work. It's hard, it's exhausting, but it's like the most wonderful thing at the same time. Like, it's just so rewarding to have your little angel. Like, if you ever get kind of like it's hard or you're really discouraged, then you look at this snuggly bubble woo, and it's just so worth it.
Rachel will be so mad, and she'll be like, I need to be away from him for a second, and then I'll go on the couch and he'll like cuddle up to me. She goes, all right, give him back.
I'm like, give me my puppy, please.
Or if she wants to snuggle with him, she'll make me wake him up, so that hopefully he gets mad at me.
I will say, we highly recommend Harvest Time Kennel. Oh my gosh, that Deb is the breeder, and she is incredibly knowledgeable. She has over 70 awards in like top show.
Yeah, it was either 60 or 70 awards.
Yeah, she has so many. She's been doing this for 30 years. She has extremely high standards for her breeding program and her dogs. When we picked him up, we were required to take a 2-hour like a training session with her, and she talked about nutrition, exercise, growth, like all sorts of things for them. And like Ben grew up with dogs, but she touched on so many things that we didn't know, just about like how they're supposed to grow at a slow pace, and like just all these things that were it really helps the way we train him and work with him.
Yeah, well, and she talked about too, like with golden retrievers, they grow, like they don't get fat right away, they just grow really quickly.
Their legs, they get tall.
And then she kind of said that like once they do that, once they grow, they then get fat and then they kind of rust from the inside out. And so, I mean, it just gave us kind of a lot of insight where it's like we need to make sure that we're monitoring his weight, and we're if he's not kind of on this slow growth track that she gave us, where it should have all these target weights at these certain dates in terms of his development. And so if he's too heavy, scale it back a little bit, or just do a little bit more exercise. If he's too light, add another half a cup per day. Because right now I think he's at like a cup and a half, and he's right on track for his weights. And so yeah, he's been doing really well so far. Yeah,
and I would say it is really hard to find a super awesome breeder with, you know, high standards and just a really good practice, but also with the type of dog look that you want and things like that. We did a ton of research on breeders, and it took me a long time to find this one. And I swear I've looked at every single breeder like surrounding Minnesota, and I finally found this one, and we're just so impressed. She really cares about her dogs, and I couldn't recommend her enough. I feel like I could go on and on about like how wonderful she was.
Yeah.
But that I would highly recommend if you're looking for a golden retriever. Harvest Time Kennel is awesome. So we did just bring Finley over to Ben's parents' house. They have 2 yellow labs, Tucker and Cooper. Cooper is almost 2, and Tucker is 7?
He's like, yeah, 7 or 8, something like that.
Tucker is insanely attached to Ben to the point where if any other dog comes around, he's just kind of isn't interested because he wants all of Ben's love and affection.
Yeah.
He did pretty good with Finley, but we were so impressed with Cooper because Cooper is pretty high energy. He plays rough, but he kind of toned that down and was like really sweet and playful with Finley.
Yeah, and it was weird. Like he knew he was tiny and he knew he wasn't as strong, so it's like he would give him little nudges and try to like play with him that way. There was a couple times where he just
knocked him.
Either just like completely smacked him or whatever, but he would take like an end of the toy and go like put the other end in Finley's face, trying to play with him and play like tug of war, and they would go running outside, and he would really just kind of be right by Finley's side the whole time, just to make sure he wasn't wandering off. And he was just really kind of cool, and Finley just had an absolute blast.
Oh my gosh, because we live in an apartment complex, so we only have a limited amount of space that we can bring him, and also we have to keep him on the leash because right now he's not trained. So they've got a ton of acres of land. They've got a super long driveway and big yard, so he could be off his leash, running around playing with the dogs, and he loved that. I feel like that's one thing we're trying to really train him to be okay in the car, to be okay with other dogs, and just like have him be a really adaptable puppy.
Yeah, have him get that socialization.
Because that's so important. That's what the breeder said. It's like really crucial for dogs to get socialized, especially at this age. And he was not afraid at all. He was not intimidated by the big dogs. He was just right up there playing with them.
When Tucker was like growling at him, and he's like licking his teeth.
Yeah, he didn't care.
It's like, it's okay.
So that's kind of how it's been. We absolutely love him. He's a lot of work, but he's totally worth it. He's a sweet angel. We love just like snuggling with him.
Yeah, he's a little loaf ball.
Yeah, and everybody, I know I'm biased, but everybody that's seen him has said he's the most beautiful dog, and then he doesn't even look real, like he looks like a stuffed animal. And I am so happy because we looked at so many breeders and kennels, like, or whatever, with lots of different types of golden retrievers, and we waited a long time, and we're like so thankful that he's just like everything we wanted and more after like what felt like forever waiting to get him.
Yeah, he's just a great dog so far. He's not, I know he's gonna go through those puppy stages and everything, but I mean, he's had relatively few accidents in the house. He's starting to go to the door when he needs to pee.
Which makes me so happy.
Well, we've only had him for a week, so it's kind of cool that he's already catching on to that. And, he's really playful outside, but he's not just a terror. I mean, there's sometimes where he likes to grab onto things he shouldn't.
Clamp as Josh does.
That's every puppy. And
he does this thing where he sprints, tucks, and rolls on the grass. I'll try to get a video. If I can get it, I'll insert it in this one, but we haven't been able to catch him on video doing it yet.
He'll literally just start sprinting full speed, tuck his shoulder down, and then roll for 2 things, and then like scratch his back on the ground.
He's so cute. So I feel like he's learning pretty quickly for a puppy, but it is those like small victories, especially because like during the day, you know, I'm taking him out between every 30 minutes and every hour just because he's so little. If he drinks, he has to go out pretty quick. So little victories like having him scratch at the door and then go outside is just really rewarding, because it is a lot of work training a puppy, but it's just like, he's so amazing. And I'm really excited to just like have a little family. We'll show you our little floof ball one more time before we close out today's video.
Come here, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry.
He naps so much and he's the sweetest little boy.
This is Mom's fault.
You want to say bye-bye, Finley?
We'll get up close.
Look at that face. Look at that face. I love you. Okay, so if you guys don't already follow me, like I said, you can follow my Instagram. I post lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and now Finley. I also have a highlight on there just totally of him. And comment if you think she should start an Instagram page for Finley. Yeah, what do you guys think? I know there's a lot out there, but what do you guys think about that? Let me know. But yeah, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe before you leave. I post new videos every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And do give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you like Finley. We call him Finley James. I guess that's become his name now. So, his middle name. His middle name, yes. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!